right, we're going to go ahead and do 2.6.11, which is practice test 2, section 6, number 11. It is a grid-in problem. Now, this problem relies more on sort of logical deduction than a whole lot of mathing. So this is not a tedious problem, but it requires a bit of a mental leap. So here's what we know. A certain triangle has two angles that have the same measure. If the length of two of the sides of the triangles are 50 and 30, what is the least possible value of the perimeter of the triangle? Okay, so let's talk about what we know about these things. I'm going to preface this by saying that I'm not drawing this to scale at all because it doesn't matter. Okay, so remember that equilateral triangles, triangles that have all three sides that are equal, have equal angles as well. It's equiangular and equilateral, right? Similarly, an isosceles triangle, which has two sides that are the same, also has to have two angles that match because the opposite angles opposite those two congruent sides have to also be congruent. So here's what we know. We know that the triangle we are talking about is isosceles. Two of its sides are the same. So there's two ways this can go. Either the 30 is the lone solo side that doesn't match anybody, and the two sides that match are both the 50s, right? Or the 50 is the lone solo side, and the two sides that don't match are the 30s, right? Now, in order for this to work, we do need to be clear that the two small sides have to add up to more than the big side. That's just a rule in triangles. It wouldn't work if they didn't. So 30 and 30 together is 60, which is more than 50, so that's fine. And then 50 and 30 is definitely more than 50, so that's fine. So these are the two triangles they're talking about. But they said they want the one with the least perimeter. So this one would have a perimeter of 50 plus 50 plus 30, which is 130. But this guy would have a perimeter of 30 plus 30, which is 60, plus 50, which is 110. There are only two possible triangles in this problem, and they wanted the one with the lesser perimeter, which means your answer is 110.